Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Three Pros and a Podcast.
Yo, what's going on? Back at it again. Three Pros and a Pod. Myself, Michael the Menace Johnson, Chad Skelly, and the Batman, Bubba Jenkins. What's going on, everybody? What's up? We're going to start this show off now. Bubba wants to do a little segment called Mail Time. We got a clip for you. Don't worry, here's your clip. And that's you in the background. You look like the dog a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, good.
Mail time, let's go. What you got for us, Bubba?
We mixed that beat with, so y'all can hear that another time. But look, I got a bunch of different gear from some people, some fans, and some small businesses. This is something that I wanted to do on my own podcast, but since we got this one going, let's check it out. So shout out to the people at Bubba Mo Show. Hey, they got your boy some jerky, and it's got honey hot. It's bubbasmoshow.com. I want to just give some shout outs to some people who, hit your boy with some mail. A sweet and heat teriyaki. I smashed that one earlier. And
I love beef jerky. That's one of my favorite things. Is it deer jerky?
It's cow. It's cow.
It's cow.
But shout out to we're gonna leave a link with it. But this is one of the things I wanted to do with this part of the show was mail time, is when y'all get some gear in, when some people send you guys some stuff, we just give a shout out to maybe some small businesses or some people that are working on some things that don't really get that that opportunity or that stage. I got some Vibe shirts. This one says there's no vibe like a good vibe from the Good Vibe guys. So shout out to some.
I fuck with that vibe.
Yeah, they sent me the shirts, and my people in Virginia. One of my old time wrestlers back in the day. He's now one of the high school coaches, and they got a really awesome club. I wouldn't say it's an all black club, but I would say 98% of the kids is black kids from a rural area. It's hard, it's gritty out there, and he sent me some gear. It's called the warm up gang. Basically they get after it. As soon as they warm up, they own your ass, and I think they were actually in the top one of the top 2 schools in the States last year. So shout out to my boy Dino Motley and the warm up gang out in Virginia, man.
Hey, shout out to the warm up gang, even though they're not gonna be sending me no warm up gear. Shout out. Can I be one of the 2% that's wearing their stuff?
Chaz, yeah. There you go. Okay. Chaz, just go get an ancestry.com. You might end up like Mike Perry.
Yeah, me and Mike Perry. I don't think so.
So we gotta, hey, you might be on there. Your country ass is out there. You got some kids.
Yeah, your people violated our people, so who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I've banged my fair share of black girls, so you never know.
Shout out to the people who have been on my little mail time list right now. Next week is going to be coming harder with more. I'm going to send Mike what I've got early so we can already have their tags and stuff like that. But I just wanted to intro this part of the show so everybody can get their little opportunities is to send one of us 3 some pretty cool gear or some awesome stuff. And we're going to give them a shout out, man.
Yeah,
awesome.
Dude, that's badass. I like that.
Right on. Yeah, guys. So the links will be added to the bottom of the show after this for the beef jerky warm-up game, so you guys can check in on what Bubba had to offer from his mail time. I want some of that jerky, though, so send some my way for your boy.
Yeah, I would like some of that jerky as well.
Yeah, make sure. And stuff like that, they become friends of the show, but then they also become sponsors. So I'm going to definitely get you guys some stuff that was sent to me, no doubt about it.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. Perfect. Well, guys, let's get on with the get on. I'm really excited to talk about more heavyweight boxing. We forgot to mention this on the show. I've been seeing a bunch of Deontay Wilder talking about coming over to MMA, which you never really hear these boxers talking about crossing over, except when James Toney did it back when he fought Randy Couture. You guys remember that fight? Did y'all
Oh
see
yeah.
Back
The
in the
low
day.
single. Randy Couture comes out and shoots a low single.
that? And just, so what do you guys think about Deontay Wilder in MMA? I would love to see it. Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna happen. It's not enough money for these guys. Like, why would they come over a crossover fight and they wouldn't generate a quarter of what they're getting to box?
I didn't say that because just think about what PFL is doing. Now, shout out to my organization. I'm gonna get biased on y'all real quick. What they gave Francis a big bag, and everybody who's fighting Francis in MMA is gonna make a net worth of $2 million. That's their base fight rate. Whoever fights Francis is automatically gonna get $2 million. So, obviously that ain't the numbers that these heavyweight boxers are getting like Wilder, but
Not 40 mil.
I do think the challenge though might itself, and he might do it for the culture. I think he's built like that, and PFL has had him out a couple of different times. I met him a couple of different shows, and he's definitely interested and been talking that talk. So it might happen.
Yeah, I mean, I would I'd like to see it. Obviously, I think everybody would like to see it. If he did come over, I would also like to see him get some matchups that are predominantly strikers before he goes with any wrestlers, so we can see some pretty good knockouts or maybe not,
Nobody would strike with him with 4-ounce gloves.
Hey, oh yeah. Dude,
We're having a mic issue.
What's the girl's name?
Clarissa Shields. We have a mic issue.
In PFL. So I don't know if y'all don't count that or not, but Clarissa Shields is in MMA. She is the best women's boxer that ever existed, and now she's beating the shit out of people in PFL. And I was on that card, so that's how I know.
The best woman box ever existed. I don't know.
What
Is she? I just said I don't know. I don't know. Is she? I like Layla Ali just because she looked good.
Well, and but she's not better than Clarissa. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to boxing or female boxing for that, so I don't really know who. I can't even remember the one girl that she fought Michaela. Now Michaela Mayer is good. She's really good. I do watch her. I'm friends with her, but I can't think of who. There's like a light-skinned black girl too that's really good. Can't think of her.
Baumgartner.
Yeah, that's it.
That's because she's hot.
Yeah. She ain't responding to my messages. Waiting on my DMs to be responded back to. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but what type of money do the female boxers make? I wonder. I mean, like a headliner, like
probably more than UFC fighters.
I mean, probably. But this could be something that's good for MMA. Could be something that's really good for MMA as far as like getting the pay scale up. I mean, because when these guys come over, they're not going to be accepting, the type of money that MMA fighters are used to making. So that could just raise the pay scale. It could raise the bar. I'd like to see it.
Maybe, but I think that's just that paycheck is only dedicated to that fighter.
No,
that's not going to trickle down. That's not going to trickle down. Conor McGregor money didn't trickle down.
I'd say it's a different aspect though, because Conor McGregor's money didn't trickle down. That's because UFC don't let shit trickle nowhere. It all trickles to Dana.
So maybe PFL just trickle down.
But no, it does, because once the tide goes up, all the boats rise. So that's how it is when in the sport when it comes with moving the needle. When you think about Logan, Paul, and all those guys, they're not going to accept, like Chaz Kelly said, not going to accept these small MMA numbers. They're going to come with, I'm bringing the markability, I'm bringing my influence, I'm bringing all that. So if I'm doing MMA, y'all going to have to come up to my level of entertainment.
Then they easily just say, okay, no, we won't pay you that much, because if they won't make that much, then who really cares to see these guys come over?
Signed Logan Paul. They signed all these, they're starting to sign these influencers.
Are you part of the Logan Paul army?
Not at all. I'm part of the PFL team, I can tell you that.
So you're part of his army then, is what you're saying?
Absolutely not. Nigga, was balling before we even thought about a Logan Paul. What are you talking about? Logan Paul even thought about MMA.
But you better tread lightly. He's your boss, isn't he?
Hell no. I'm my boss. I'm biggest boss as I am as you are.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about it. We want to talk about the Paul shit and all that. Like, I got no comment. We'll go on and on about it.
Entertainment world meeting mixed martial arts and telling mixed martial artists or the producers of mixed martial arts, hey, y'all got to come up to at least where the boxers are coming, or at least we want to see some kind of numbers that make sense.
Yeah, well, it's all entertainment and building a persona, you know, and that's what these guys have done outside. And you know, Chaz, you can touch in on that for sure.
Well, I want to touch on this subject that we're talking about right quick first. So number one, I think MMA is a selfish sport. It's a selfish sport. You're an individual. It's an individual sport. So you look at the payout of the UFC. So the UFC, what they probably pay out 17% or something like that, where football pays out, 48% to the athletes, 52% to the owners. We have no pool. We have no collective bargaining agreement for the mixed martial artists, and that's not going to change. That's not going to change until the top 1-2% of fighters literally say, we're not fighting until things change. That's what has to happen.
You know what happens if that happened? There's 10,000 other fighters in the world. Oh, you don't want to fight for this? Okay, fine. We're going to get this guy to fight for nothing. He's happy with coming on TV and fighting for it.
There is 10,000 other fighters, but there's only one like Conor McGregor. There's only one John Jones. There's only one Francis Ngannou.
They don't care. They don't give a fuck. As long as they're getting money, as long as they're getting their money.
Mike, you just playing devil's advocate. You just want to beat up somebody's ass right now.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. You think Conor McGregor cares about what goes in your pocket? Or you think John Jones?
That's what I'm saying. I literally just said that. I said it's an individual sport and it's a selfish sport. So those guys that are making that type of money, they don't care. They don't care. They're there to make that money. The only person who's shown that they do is Francis.
And Chaz is saying that they need the top 2%, like a Francis, like a Logan Paul, like a Connor, to say, hey, let's change the dynamic for everyone. It is trickling in the PFL because Francis is making everyone that fights him $1 million at least. That has never happened before in MMA, and he is the top 1%. He's the best fighter to represent. He represents anything combat right now. So whatever he say likely is going to be a little bit of the swing of things, regardless of the people that have gate kept the old way.
Maybe my experience just tells me otherwise, but
yeah, you sound like an old madman, somebody on your grab.
I'm definitely not mad. I'm just a realist, and I know how it goes. Like those people that are fighting Francis, like, yeah, they're great. They're getting the money. Not the person behind the person that fought Francis, not the person behind that, a person behind that person that fought Francis. So it's not like a thing where this man's making a stand so everybody's going to eat off of that. Like, no, like he's going to eat off that and maybe a few more people. But which is good. I like to see people make stands. I wish more people could. I wish I was in a position to make a big stand, but unfortunately I'm not now. So
he is CEO of PFL Africa. He is the CEO and owner, or I wouldn't say owner, but he's the Ray Sefo. He's the Dana White of PFL Africa. You don't think that his numbers for those athletes and those people in Africa are going to be substantially different than what the game was when he's speaking and saying what he's saying as a representative of the new way?
No, I don't think they'll get paid any different, or
time will tell. Then we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I agree. I agree with Michael though. Like in this aspect of, I don't think it's going to happen because I think that MMA is so selfish. I think it's a selfish sport. I just don't think it's really going to happen until it legally somehow it has to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen.
We need the people to get involved.
Yeah, I love what Francis is doing though. I love what Francis is doing.
It's Mike.
For the people, but what I want to say is I do believe that my sons will be able to make hundreds of $1 million in MMA, and that's only 10 years from now. The boxers are making hundreds of millions of dollars in boxing, and I do believe with the wave of the things that are coming and it being more of a not just a UFC thing, I think that UFC spearheading the MMA world really put a damper on things. But if we can get to a place like what the Saudis are doing in soccer and other things, you know, you can see a place where we can go get more money for what we're doing. And I can say that I'm on a drive to try to get my sons 10-15 million dollar contracts for fights and shit like that. That's the fucking goal.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you're right. I mean, I really do. I hope you're right. And so, like, to segue from this into the next little segment here, I think the biggest thing is like so I know Logan Paul's not a mixed martial artist, but he has found a way to make money. He's found a niche to make money in combat sports. And that way to make money is to have a persona. So he started off as like a YouTube star, a YouTube guy. So that's like he already brought a big following with him. So now it comes to question, how do you guys feel about this? Is it more important to be real and be realistic as with who you are as a fighter? Or is it more important for you to market yourself and make up a fake persona and be fake to put asses in the seats? That puts more money in your pocket, but you're kind of selling your soul for that. What's more important to you? Like, what do you think?
I mean, to me, I think you guys know where I stand on this. And Chaz, we've known each other for way too long. You know, I'm gonna keep it real 110%. I don't think building fake personas is a thing. I personally can't do it. I've seen fighters do it. It works for them. My hat's off to them, but I'm sorry. I just can't. I just can't be fake at all. Like I've even tried. Like that's the funny part. Like these motherfuckers tried to be fake. I just can't. Like I try to be nice to somebody, and then something comes out, and so I'm like, oh, okay, like.
No, when you're real, it's hard to look yourself in the mirror knowing that you're faking. You know, I get that, Mike. You're a real dude. It's always a real mindset, 100%, 110%. If I don't like you, I might actually slap you at weigh-ins because I'm for real. Like I for real don't like you. Like that's why I did slap Karen at weigh-ins. But nonetheless, when we've seen the guys who have sold their soul, I know Colby Covington from college wrestling. I know Colby ain't like that. I know Colby from being slapped in the face by 125-pound Garrett Scott at a bar and then him bitching out. I know the real Colby Covington, the one that was at Iowa and then got transferred to Oregon State. But the one that is now making all the money and he's the Trump fan and that's someone who has sold his soul and I don't recognize that guy. And nor would I ever look at my children and think that I could do the two personas. Yeah, I'm sometimes daddy and I'm sometimes bad man, but I'm always real with my thoughts and ambitions and feelings. I'm never going to fake the funk and go to this different level of character to try to fatten the pockets. I just couldn't do it.
And I'm in the same boat. I just can't. Obviously, I feel like there are things that I could have done in my career to market myself way better. I mean, I know that. I know I could have. I like to talk shit. I like to joke around and be funny and stuff. I just couldn't. I couldn't, and I'm good at talking shit. I look at this as fuck. Come on, bro. I've been dogging you since day one in the room. Don't even act like. Don't even.
I'll let you breathe.
I thought you just said you were real. Don't start being fake.
That's the realest shit ever. That's the realest shit ever.
Yeah. Don't start being fake on here.
That's real
in front of everybody.
But
anyways.
You've seen some of the guys though in the sport that have taken that long route. You know, we're the realer guys. We don't, you know, it just is a harder climb to the top. Even some of the real are being glorified though. You know, don't get it twisted. There are some that are real that are still getting paid, but it's just a faster route to the bag when you're being fake and you're trying to be WWE like for a fact.
Yeah, and I agree. I just look at it like we're just two men trying to provide for our families. We're competing. We're out there. I just can't. I can't bring myself to bring some phony persona and clown on you with some fake weird persona. To me, it's just so weird and played out.
Everybody's about that. You know, everybody's about that fake persona, and then you got all your little keyboard warriors that want to go on Instagram or Twitter and talk shit on you. Like our sport is just. I mean, this is one of the worst sports to be in. I'll be fucking honest, bro. The people, I mean, the shit we got to put up with, and like everything is just, it's ridiculous. Like I know other athletes get it and put it, but it's like worse because I think we as fighters are closer to the public, you know, if that makes sense. Like for instance, like I'm not gonna go walk in a store and see like Emmett Smith or Tom Brady or something, you know, but I can possibly walk in the store and see like a Justin Gaethje or someone like that. We could talk. So we're more closer to people,
and we're also naked in front of people, not naked in the sense of for real naked, but we don't have no helmets. We're not 7 feet tall. You know, you really can go into your local gyms and find us and reach us and touch us and talk to us. And a lot of times you talk shit to us, most of us will answer back. So we're very more touchable.
Yeah. So for instance, I mean, let's talk about these keyboard guys. Like Chaz, I know you got some good stories. Funny story. The other day, I get a message from on Instagram from just some like random dude. Of course, he's like, "Yo, I just watched your rematch with Justin Gaethje. I just want to say that was a dog shit fight, bro. You should fucking retire. And your shit talking was terrible." Like, and then I'm like, really? So I was just feeling the mood. I was like, oh, really? Like, I responded back to him and told him to come down to Florida, like, you know, the gym and where we are. You're more than welcome to say this to my face. And yeah, he responded back like, oh, yeah, like, thanks for responding or something. And then that's where it went. But, like,
Nah, I don't like that. See, I sometimes get in that giddy mood where, you know what, if I'm stuck in a hotel, I got a fight coming up, I got some of the guy that I'm fighting fans jumping in my comments and sometimes to just play and have a little fun and kill the time. I'm in the sauna, I'm working out. I talk a little shit online. I'll go back and forth in somebody's DM. I won't do it on public unless they, you know, put me on blast and try to, you know, screenshot and then put it out there. But other than that, man, I'm definitely jumping into DMs and saying the things that I gotta say because I for 100% stand on what I feel and stand on what I said and stand on what I feel I'm gonna do to that guy, whatever they feel about it or not. But I think it's a bullshit when we actually comment back or say something back and then they go that friendly round like, oh man, I just wanted to say, you know, I didn't think you would. Man, get that shit out of here. Don't be talking shit to me and then bitch up when I actually be like, nah, man, where you at? Like, let's meet up in the city or something.
That's how it all is. They'll talk shit on Instagram or Twitter, and then they'll like come meet at an appearance, and they'll take a picture with you or something like that, and then they'll walk off. Like I've seen that a lot of times. So like I said, the sport is unforgiving.
I've actually got a pretty funny story. I want to say something first before I tell the story. I actually saw a guy once that tried to pull some shit like that. I mean, he followed me on social media. And then I was out one night. I had just had a fight and I was drinking and he started talking mad shit to me in the bar. I mean, I'm talking like crazy shit to where my friends were like, hey, you know, like back up, dude, like get the fuck out of here. Cause I was like, hey man, I could kind of see what he was doing. He was trying to antagonize me, trying to pull something out of me. And I was like, hey man, you know, like whatever. You're just being, I mean, you know, I'm not going to do anything. So we keep drinking. He ends up leaving the bar. We get invited to like this after party and we're kind of like there for like people were leaving the bar and going over there. When I opened the door to this house, it was like the heavens had opened up and a light had shone down from the sky above. This fool that was talking shit to me in the bar was literally sitting on the couch by himself. As soon as I opened the door, he's the first person I saw, bro. I walked over to him. I fucking straight up open hands, just, oh, it's, now that we're not in a public setting, you know, you're gonna talk shit to me now, dude. I fucking cracked open my beer, took a drink, and just open hand slapped the fuck out of this dude. He stood up, put my hand on his chest, fucking slapped him again. The girl who owned the house came running out. Oh my god, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here! I was like, I'll leave. I'm good. But I did what I came to do. I didn't even know. I was like, this is a gift from God.
That's funny. House party fights. That's like bare knuckle type shit. Like smacking people. That's one of my favorite things to do. Like in the streets, just smack somebody. You know. But like,
We can't hurt ourselves on a tooth, or we know you close fists and the way we got technique, you're gonna hurt your hand if it's not wrapped up right, and you hit these unsuspecting fools.
Yeah.
But sure, an open hand slap, I'll take that sting. Let me get that so I can put my little paw print on your shit. Like I definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, closed fist. It's like you might as well go into bare knuckle. Then the bare knuckle shit and how big that sport's just getting in the rise just came out of nowhere, and now they're gonna close the year out with probably like the biggest, most violent fight we're ever gonna see in bare knuckle. You thought like Chad Mendes and Eddie was good. No, I think Mike Perry and Eddie is gonna be bonkers, like crazy. Like I don't know.
For doing some bare knuckle MMA and just the bare knuckle leagues that are out there. I don't know how many are doing it, but there are so many that are, got a lot of big names and a lot of good people that are still really ready to scrap, man. And that's exciting to see. I know, like you said, I look a little bit like Future. My face too pretty. I ain't doing no bare knuckle shit.
Well, hey, not me, bro. I'm ugly as shit. I can't get any uglier.
Yeah.
I would love to. I said if there's one thing I would come back and fight again. It would be I would love to fight a bare knuckle fight.
It should be easy.
A bare knuckle fight. Huh?
Should be easy for you to go do a bare knuckle fight.
Come on now, we get the scrapper in there easy.
I don't
easy.
know. I don't know, Chaz. You a bare knuckle? I mean, you are a rough, tough motherfucker, but you're kind of slow, bro.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't too, man.
Yeah, bro, I wasn't too slow last time we sparred, and I dropped you with a body shot.
Nobody saw that shit, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about.
You puked on the
Nobody
side of the
saw
mat.
that
Everybody
shit. Nobody. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, bro, you had to ring the bell.
I've never rung the bell in the room.
Oh,
Never. Body shots. Yeah. So the face-off between Eddie and Mike Perry, they were like trading body shots with each other.
Yo, I need to know what's the bell. What's the ring the bell in the gym?
Bell. Oh, just our gym. If somebody gets dropped, they got to go over and ring the bell in front of everybody. So it's just extra insult to injury. Like get your ass up and go ring the bell.
You. Hey, dude, you heard this is all you. Mike said.
Something happened with that. That wasn't like something was illegal. Like I got a feeling like the bell rang or some bullshit happened. Because no way you caught me with no clean shot like that. I do remember the shot, but it was something in between that.
You said you
bell ring. There's an asterisk on his bell ring, huh?
Oh, come on, bro.
I didn't ring that motherfucker. I didn't go down. I didn't take a knee or nothing. I just might have hunched over.
You walked off the mat and threw up?
I didn't fucking throw up, bro. If I did throw up, and I do throw up a lot at practice, sometimes if I go in and just go ham and just keep going to the wall, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta throw up. Like if I'm out for a few weeks.
Man, I gotta get Teal down here. Where's Teal?
Yeah, get little Dragon Egg down here. But back to the bare knuckle, who you guys going with this Mike Perry and Eddie Alvarez? Like the most. I can't pick. I don't know. Mike Perry's a little bigger.
Yep. And a little bit more violent. They both crazy as fuck. But
I don't know, bro. Eddie's pretty fucking violent too.
Violent. I meant crazy. I think Perry's a little more. You're right. They're both violent as fuck. I think Perry's a little more crazier.
Yeah. Eddie might be a little more sane.
Yeah, and it matters. That matters in the bare knuckle shit.
And so for me, I'm going. And I hate to say, I'm not gonna lie to you. I love Eddie Alvarez. I've always been a fan. I love his fighting style. I love the way he fights.
Go get her for sure.
But in this particular fight, I'm going Mike Perry. Eddie, in his later stages, has been a little chinnier.
Watch how you speak about my friend. Okay.
I love Eddie. I love Eddie Alvarez, bro. I love Eddie. I do.
Comments with all the glory that he needed. He's a Hall of Famer. But yeah. He's right. He ain't look.
Okay, that motherfucker still gets up.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It takes seconds.
Technically, I think he is probably technically the better boxer, like from a technical aspect. But I think Mike Perry with the size
Yeah.
and just the guy, he's got a fucking granite chin too.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
you
thing
can't
is,
hurt
this is not boxing. No matter how many people want to call it bare knuckle boxing, this is a motherfucking street fight. Okay,
What?
like hands down, this is a street fight with no wrestling. This is like, oh, you guys go in the back and street fight, but you guys can't grab each other. That's exactly what it is. So it's gonna come down to who's the better street fighter.
Yeah, but if they had gloves on, I would give the edge to Eddie Alvarez. If they had boxing gloves on, but like you were saying, it's more of a street fight, and I just think that Perry being bigger and a little bit more wily is better for the street fight, street fight lane. But if they had boxing gloves on, if they wanted to do like some Triller shit, I would honestly be leaning a little bit more towards Alvarez.
So having said that also, so it is more like a street fight, but so can you even punch full power?
You until you get get them hurt or set it up.
Well, I'm saying dude, if you hit the top of if you accidentally hit the top of someone's head full power, I mean, you're breaking knuckles no matter what. Pete, you got to kind of pull punches in bare
like
knuckle a little bit.
Sting slap, like a little. Yeah. But that's what I said. Everything's gonna cut you, and I'm out of that. I'm cool with.
I didn't even notice.
That's true. Didn't even notice what.
So both of you pick Mike Perry.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, your friend.
All right, I'm going Eddie Alvarez.
All right.
Damn, bro. I'm like a fucking just left out over here.
Of course, bro. You're the minority. We got to make you feel left out. We got to make you feel so uncomfortable.
Wow.
So,
I wish I had some glasses.
Place where time will tell. We're gonna see for sure.
Yeah, without a doubt. But I will say one thing about Eddie. That fool has some armpit sweat. I saw their face off. That fool was sweating down.
You got the Schmo clip?
Like that dude was sweating
Schmo's
like all the way down his fucking lat.
I mean, it's probably hot in there. Like I don't know if you guys saw that clip of those trading body shots. I don't know if I could fully like go into like getting body shot when I'm about to fight somebody. I probably would have had to smack him. Like it kind of reminds me of when Jeremy Stevens pushed what's his name? Klaus Jakar.
Oh yeah, that was bad, dude. He ended up pulling out of that fight and shit. What, he got like whiplash?
Yeah, he fucked his neck up real bad. That was fucked
sucks.
up. Yeah, like I'm cool with Jeremy. I got no problems, but
Watch
sure.
life.
I like Jeremy just being a fan of the 45ers in the sport, but I did feel bad for homie because that was like a moment. Jeremy wasn't really trying to do it. He was trying to get the normal push.
Nah, he was trying to do that shit.
I don't think
Look how hard he pushes him.
I think he tried to push him down or give him that real shove, but like the way that he kind of was to get it.
He pushed the fuck out.
That was a hard ass push.
But you could tell he was fucked up immediately. Like his neck whipped.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Jeremy Stevens though. I like his violence. I like the way I just like how violent he is in there. I've always been a fan of that guy.
I want to see him bare knuckle box. He's boxing for Triller and everything, but
We want to talk about violent, crazy people. That dude, Clay, that he fought. If you look at
Clay Collard.
Yeah, Clay Collard is a violent motherfucker, bro. I love.
PFL, yeah.
Yeah, he not only boxes, but I think he would be great for bare knuckle. I mean, he's no joke when it comes to violence and just getting it in.
Yeah, that dude's solid. He's got really good hands.
He's fighting for the world title this year. He's fighting the same night I'm fighting, so I'm excited to see that fight.
Yeah, he's solid. He's actually, man, he keeps improving. He's getting better and better. He's actually, he's improving.
Yeah, shout out to the Violent Kings. We love that shit.
Yeah.
Violent Kings of PFL. Yeah, getting it. Well, what else y'all got in the store?
But these PFL, I feel like you've seen the level of PFL since their conception, since their first year. The level has just rose and rose and rose, and I actually like that. I like that. I think it's good for the sport. I think it's good for the sport as a whole.
I put the wheels on this bus. I'm just saying I was on the bus while we was going in the right direction. Is all I want to say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a part of the team. This is actually my last fight on the contract. So I'm excited to see what they've been telling me they love me. They really show me how they love me. So
we talk about everything?
with PFL.
Well, having been that you guys have already fought twice, and you're 1-1.
Yeah.
How would you, when you game plan for this fight? Like, I know we already kind of talked about the trilogy thing, but when you game plan for this fight, I mean, are you going back and watching any video? Or are you doing anything like that? Or are you just?
I haven't looked at the video, even though I probably will. I just haven't done it during the camp. That's something that I do when I'm, killing time in the hotel room or something like that, and then it comes closer. It's not gonna change the mindset and the things that we've practiced throughout the camp. But you definitely pick up on some nuances, some things that, oh yeah, I forgot he did do that, or he's always going for that dumbass choke. Okay, I remember that, and the nuances, defenses of that. But we went over the of how to beat them. We went over the strategy, and of course all the positive things we did in the last fight, which was only a couple months ago. April 1st we fought, and it was 2 years before that when he got his victory. So it was a completely different fighter now today than even April 1st than I am today. So we're just gonna go and stick to the positive things, and he wants me to try to stand and bang with him because he knows if I take him down, I'm gonna drown him and spit him out. But I'm just gonna try to in every way, shape, or form be ahead of him. I don't give a fuck. We got to get this guy out of here. Last fight on the contract. It's a trilogy rivalry fight, and it's for all the marbles. So
Yeah.
this by any means, damn it. I'm on my Malcolm X shit with this one. But
You're too dark to be Malcolm X. Malcolm X was light skinned.
Okay, well,
They called him Red, something Red was like that. But Chaz, I just remember you're in Louisiana. My guy Dragon Egg Teal is fighting down there on Brendan Allen's show. What is it? All in Combat.
Yeah, All in Combat.
So we get into a little bit with that. It's a great show. Let's talk about Brendan fighting Paul Craig. I forgot that's coming up next weekend.
right.
I think Brendan Allen, no matter he talks a lot of shit, and we're gonna get him on. Like he talks real like a lot of shit. And he makes it to where he talks so much shit that you don't want to like him. But I talk so much shit where it's like, damn, I like him. So he made a comment to me about him being cocky and shit, about him being like the best MMA grappler in there. And I said, no, like Gilbert Burns has got you beat for sure, in my opinion. But when you look at him, I was like, damn, you know what? He fucking might be right. Like Brendan, he talks a lot of shit, but the boy's got skills. And I think he's just going to run through Paul Craig. I think he's going to get him on the ground and submit him and get him out of there.
I like it. I mean, I like the fight for him. I honestly, I think he's a better striker. So, he might as well stand and kind of piece him up first. And then if he wants to prove something, I guess. When it comes to mixed martial arts, I just feel like you got to swallow your pride sometimes and beat people where you know that you're better than they are. I know that, and I'm not saying that he's not better than him grappling. He probably is, especially like Paul Craig might be like a better like sport style from his back, from his guard or something like that. I would say Brendan Allen is a better mixed martial arts style grappler, but I would say the clear advantage that Brendan's going to have is going to be on the feet. I would take advantage of that if I were him, but if he wants to take him down and do that, I have seen, Paul Craig has been dominated on the ground with people who keep good position, keep their hands off the mat. The guy's just got a crazy triangle. So, I mean, keep your hands off the mat. You're inside or you're outside. I mean, that's it, baby. Just like don't let him get one hand in, one hand out, and you're good to go.
Yeah, fundamentals will get you to the end of the race, but for sure, I think mixing it up on guys that are not as good as you, mixing it up from if you're a really good grappler, definitely adding some punches to get them confused, being that alligator, being able to get in the water and get out of the water and be on land. That's what I call the difference of mixing it up. So don't just be a shark and try to force one thing, but always be able to MMA that thing.
Yeah, for sure. But also, yeah, like you said, shout out to Teal. You called him Dragon Egg. It's actually Dragon Leg.
Dragon Egg. My boy Dragon Egg.
Dragon Egg?
I call him Dragon Egg. Ask him about that. I call him Dragon Egg. Yeah, Till going for that title. He's gonna get it. He's been training his ass off.
Teal Pootie Tang. Teal Tang.
That's funny. Till Tang. That's good. Well, everybody, thank you for listening to this episode of Three Pros in a Pod. You can check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Like, listen, and subscribe. Keep up with the show and everything, and guys, we'll keep you looped in. We're going to be having guests real soon, so stay tuned and stay patient. Michael Johnson, Chad Skelly, and Bubba Badman Jenkins. Appreciate it, and we'll catch you guys next week.
You got on, big dog. Let me see the back of that jersey.
Back of his jersey? Ooh, what you know? Hold up.
Hey. With the double nickel on them.
Nickel. Shout out to Face Meets Fist and Impact Dental Johns for getting us our merch line. And yeah, guys, also, by the way, if you want any of this merch, go ahead and check out. We'll have a link coming soon. It'll be available for sale. And also, we're donating a portion of the sale to a charity of your choice. It'll be on the website, so check it out. And it'll be up shortly. So hoodies, shirts, jerseys, shorts, socks, anything and everything for you guys.